In our last video, we discovered something unsettling. Your attention isn't disappearing, it's adapting. Every notification, every short video, every endless scroll has been quietly training your brain. But that discovery leads to an even bigger question. If our brains have become so accustomed to constant stimulation, why does silence suddenly feel so uncomfortable? After all, silence can't hurt you. It asks nothing of you. It demands nothing from you. So why do so many people instinctively reach for their phones the moment the world becomes quiet? The answer is stranger than most people realize. Imagine this. You're placed inside a completely silent room. No music, no phone, no conversations, or no clock ticking, nothing to distract you. How long could you stay there? 5 minutes? 10? An hour? Most people imagine they'd enjoy the peace until they're actually alone with it. Because something unexpected happens, the room doesn't become louder. Your mind does. Thoughts begin appearing from nowhere. Memories, embarrassing moments, regrets, conversations you wish had gone differently, questions you've spent months avoiding. It's almost as if silence summons them. But does it? Or were they always there, waiting for the noise to disappear? For decades, psychologists believed the brain was mostly inactive when people rested. It seemed logical. No task, no conversation, no work. The brain must be taking a break. Then brain scanners revealed something completely unexpected. When people stopped doing, the brain didn't become quieter, it became more active. Scientists discovered a network that seemed to awaken during silence. Today, it's known as the default mode network, a system involved in remembering the past, imagining the future, understanding yourself, and making sense of your life. In other words, when the outside world goes silent, your inner world begins speaking. But if this system is so important, why do we spend so much energy trying to silence it? Because the brain follows one simple rule. It prefers comfort over discomfort, and sometimes thinking is uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Imagine carrying a backpack every day. At first, you barely notice its weight, until one day, you finally take it off. Only then do you realize how heavy it was. Distractions work the opposite way. They don't remove emotional weight. They simply make you forget you're carrying it, until silence reminds you. Think about the last time you stood in line. Did you simply wait, or did your hand automatically reach for your phone? Did you make a conscious decision, or did it happen before you even realized it? This is where last week's discovery becomes important. Your attention has been trained. Every empty moment has become an opportunity for stimulation. Waiting? Watch something. Walking? Listen to something. Eating? Scroll. Trying to sleep? Play a podcast. Over time, your brain begins believing something that was never true. That silence is a problem to be solved. But here's where the mystery becomes even deeper. Children aren't born afraid of silence. Watch a child lying in the grass, looking at clouds, watching insects, doing almost nothing. They're rarely bored in the way adults are. So what changes? The environment teaches us. Every year, our lives become noisier. More notifications, more entertainment, more conversations, more information, more opinions, more algorithms competing for our attention. Eventually, silence stops feeling normal. Not because silence changed, because we did. History tells a very different story. Many of the greatest thinkers intentionally searched for silence. Writers disappeared into cabins. Philosophers walked alone for hours. Scientists took long, solitary walks before making discoveries. Why? Did silence make them smarter? Not exactly. Silence created something modern life rarely offers: space. Space for thoughts to connect, space for memories to surface, space for ideas that constant stimulation never allows to form. The mind isn't a machine designed to consume endlessly. It's also designed to reflect. There's another reason silence feels uncomfortable, one we rarely admit. Silence removes excuses. When everything becomes quiet, there's nowhere left to hide. You begin asking questions you've successfully avoided. Am I actually happy? Am I living the life I wanted? Why do I keep distracting myself? What am I afraid of? These questions don't appear because silence created them. They appear because distraction stopped covering them. Silence is less like an empty room and more like a mirror. It doesn't invent anything. It simply reflects what's already there. This may explain something almost everyone experiences. Your best ideas rarely appear while endlessly scrolling. They arrive in the shower, during a quiet walk, looking out of a train window, just before falling asleep. Moments when your brain finally has permission to wander, without interruption, without competition, without another notification demanding attention. Creativity has always needed silence. We've simply become very good at avoiding it. So perhaps we've misunderstood silence all along. Maybe silence isn't uncomfortable because it's empty. Maybe it's uncomfortable because, for the first time all day, nothing is standing between you and yourself. Here's the strange irony. The more we avoid silence, the more uncomfortable it becomes. The more we embrace it, the less power it has over us. Because your brain adapts. It adapted to endless stimulation. It can adapt to stillness too. Slowly, the racing thoughts begin settling. The discomfort fades, and something unexpected takes its place: clarity. So perhaps the real question isn't, why does silence feel uncomfortable? Perhaps it's, what have I been trying so hard not to hear? Because silence was never your enemy. It was simply waiting for you to listen. If you enjoyed this exploration into human psychology and the hidden forces shaping our behavior, subscribe to Quiet Theory. Every week, we uncover another hidden pattern shaping the human mind. Because the better you understand your mind, the less the world can control it.